What's good, fam? It's your boy Gels, and I'm back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about how I mix a 2-track beat. Let's go. Like I said, family, in this video, we're going to talk about how I mix a 2-track beat. If you're like me, when you get songs for mixing, oftentimes artists send MP3s. Some send MP3s because they don't have the waves. Some send waves, but oftentimes I get 2 tracks. I get stem track outs every now and again, but for the most part, a lot of artists send 2-track beats, and I know a lot of people struggle with really getting those 2-track beats to not. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys how I go about mixing my 2-track beats to make them translate and make them sound good. So enough of me talking. Let's head over to the computer and get to work. All right, fam. So I have a session here that I'm about to start mixing. So I'll let you guys hear the song first. Here it is.
Excuse me, bitch, please, that is my ether. Regulated trash man, you are so deceitful.
All I did so far, was gain stage, got my vocals edited and stuff like that. Now I'm ready to start mixing. So the first thing I like to do, I start with my beat or my drums. I don't have the stems for this record. I only have a 2-track beat, so that's what I'm gonna start with. I'm going to start with the beat. Me personally, when I mix 2-track beats, I take and duplicate the beat, and then I pan it left and I pan it right. For me, it just makes it wider. It just adds something to the beat, man. That's just how I like to do it. You don't have to do it that way, but if you do, you would definitely hear a difference in your beat. So like I said, let's go ahead and play this beat by itself with nothing done to it. And it's a R&B beat, so it is mixed pretty well, but I like to take it to the next level. So the first thing I like to start with, all my buses, I like to start with this NLS bus, and I like to use the Neve setting. For me, the Neve setting just smooths it out, and I like to have it around the 3 to 4 range. So let's go ahead and cut this on, and let's go ahead and play it. It's at 0 right now. All right, I kind of like the way that sounds right there. So let's bypass this and play it. Now let's cut it on. Just add some more body to this beat. Again, let's go ahead and bypass this, and then we'll turn it on. Let's bypass. Now it's active. As you can hear, man, just add some body to it. Just adds some body to the actual beat. The next thing I like to do is come over here to my Shadow Hills mastering compressor. And I honestly don't turn any of these knobs unless I absolutely have to. For this beat, I don't have to turn any knobs for this. For me, it's just gonna add a distinct sound. It's just gonna add some warmth to it. Let me play it. This is without it. That's with it. That's without it. That's with it. As you can hear, this Shadow Hills mastering compressor, man, just adds some more body to the beat. As you can hear it with the NLS bus and with the Shadow Hills, it just sounds amazing. So let's play it. Let's bring up both of those plugins that we have so far. We have the NLS bus, then we have the Shadow Hills compressor. So let's let's work with both of these at the same time. Let's turn them off and turn them on just so you guys can hear what they're adding. They're bypassed right now. And unless it's active, Shadow Hills is active. Woo-hoo. It's getting that knock we need already, man. That's sounding really, really good. What do I want to do next? The next thing I want to do, all I'm going to do now, I want to tame this bass, get this bass just a little bit deeper. So we're going to use the R bass to achieve that. So let's go ahead and play it. Like I said, I don't want it doing too much. Bypass. Active. Let's bypass it. Active. As you can hear, it's just adding some oomph to this beat. It's bringing that bass and low end out just a little more. All right, so let's go ahead and bypass that. Now let's activate. All right, I like the way that sounds. I like where we're going with this. So we're almost done. We've almost got it to my liking so far. Now all we're gonna do, let's bring in that compressor. We got a compressor here. As you can see, this is the stock Studio One compressor, which is perfectly fine, man. It is okay to use stock plugins, man. You don't have to be scared of stock plugins. Don't have to think that you have to go out and buy a whole bunch of plugins. Even though I buy a lot of plugins, I also use the stock plugins when it's needed. So let's go ahead and cut this on. We're just gonna do some light compression, man, just to tame some of those peaks. So let's go ahead and play this beat. That's way too much. Like I said, we just want this compressor just to kiss some of that low end. So let's play it without it. Now with it, without it, with it. As you can hear, man, with the compressor, it's doing just a slight bit of compression, man, just kind of bringing everything together. Like I said, this beat is a known producer, so he did a great job with the initial mix, man. I'm just enhancing this thing to take it just to the next level, just a tad. Last but not least, I got this L1 limiter I'm gonna use right here, and this is just simply to bring everything together. Let's play it. I'm gonna do the ceiling, just a 0.1 auto release. And we're just gonna only do a -1 over here. Like I said, we're not gonna do much with this limiter, man. We just want a tad bit of reduction. Let's bypass that. Activate. Woo! As you can hear, man, that limiter just brought everything closer together, man. Just made everything so cohesive and gave us that glue that limiter just gave us that glue that we needed for this beat, man. So like I said, I think, let me make sure. Yep. That's a tad more. Like I said, we're only at about 1.6 on the reduction. Bypass. Activate. Whew, that's a big difference right there. Like I said, it don't take much to get these beats sounding the way you want them to sound. So what we're gonna do now, I'll go ahead and bring everything back up that we actually used. And then once I'll cut off and on everything as need be. Let's bring that up. What do we got left? We got the compressor. All right, so we're going to go in order exactly what we're going to turn on and turn off. So let's start here with the NLS, man. This NLS, let's turn everything off. And we're just going to bring everything in one by one just so you guys can hear exactly what everything is doing. So like I said, we're going to start with this NLS because that's what we started with. Right now it's turned off. Let's play the beat. NLS. Got that warmth with the NLS. And let's bring in the Shadow Hills. Active. I love what this Shadow Hill compressor, man. I love what it does. Now let's bring in this R bass. We're adding some more dog to it right there. Then let's bring in this compressor. Now, let's bring in this limiter. Whew. That sounds good right there, man. Let's bypass everything. That's without it. This is with it. Could you guys hear the difference in that? Like I said, we made subtle moves, nothing too major. I honestly didn't even didn't use an EQ on this. When I add the vocals in, I may need to come back and EQ a couple frequencies. But as of right now, just listening to it, I'm not going to touch it. I don't need to EQ anything until I bring the vocals in. We'll see if anything is actually clashing, man. So again, let's play this beat without any of the processing that we did. And this is with it. Without it. With it. Like I said, man, it didn't take much to achieve the sound that we wanted. Let you guys hear it one more time. As you notice, this beat just gets more warm, gets more full. The low end really comes out, and everything just feels glued together. It sounds amazing, man. Here's without it. Here's with it. If you notice, man, this really brings that low end to the forefront, and it tames that low end as well, man. This is a great way to get your 2-track beats to really knock. Yes, sir. That's how I mix a 2-track beat, man. It's not that difficult to get a quality sound out of a 2-track beat, man. You really can get those beats to knock and get them to translate to any types of speakers. What plugins do you guys use to get your 2-track beats to knock? Let's talk about that in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share, man. That's how we help the community and the channel grow. Also, be sure to check out my website, mixedbygels.com, where you can reach out to me for mixing and mastering, studio time, or if you have any type of questions. I also have templates on there. I have ebooks. Anything you could think of is on my website, so be sure to check that out. All right, it's your boy Gels. I'm gone.